Different avenues of what your skills are. Now, I mean, you mentioned off camera as far as video production. What are the similarities or connections between that and game designing?
Well, video production, writing, particularly narrative style writing, psychotherapy, they're all about systems, right? It's all about finding an ordered structure to something or finding deviations from an appropriate structure that create issues and trying to fix that. Like, for instance, in a book, when you're writing a book, so suppose you need to change something in one part of the book. You're going to change a little bit of the story.
Right.
Now you have to go back to all the other places in the story where that makes a difference and change those parts too. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. People are going to go, oh, look, he forgot about that. Just like in a program, in a software program, when you make a change in one part of the program, you have to change everything else that goes with it so that you don't create bugs.
Right.
And a video is the same kind of thing. It's storytelling. Right? So whenever you have a cohesive narrative, and you could think of the flow of a computer program as a narrative in a sense, because it is a flow of ideas and structure. So in any of those things, there's a system that has integrity, ideally, and sometimes things get a little out of whack that become bugs or mistakes or logical flaws. There's a lot of different names people have for them, right?
Right.
But they're all similar in that regard. Like people ask me, how did I go from being a programmer to being a therapist? Right? Because programmers don't have people skills. How could I possibly do that? I mean, I am a weird dude in that I happen to be like the type of nerd who has people skills, right? But I'm bilingual, right? I speak both nerd and English.
Okay.
Right? So I can translate between the two. But the fact is, because if you look at programmers and therapists as systems analysts, which I think is what they are.
Okay.
I really didn't change jobs that much. I just moved on to a more sophisticated hardware in the human brain.
Right. I like that because I was not expecting the transition, the connection for that. That's hot, especially with the yes.
If you like these ideas, if you like people just riffing and jamming on ideas while telling a fun and interesting story, then you're going to love Once Upon a Time: How I Made History by Killing an Industry. Available on Amazon in an ebook, a paperback, or the audiobook. And I read the audiobook myself, and because I wouldn't let anybody else do it.
Right. It's just like, I know my story. You're going to hear it.
Well, I'm way too quirky to have someone else be able to tell you.
I like that. That's hot. I like that. I was nice. Part of me wants to just go ahead and say, like, I want to get psychoanalyzed so he can say that I'm Batman. But